Okay, go ahead. Mick, what would you like to say to Justin? In general, anything in general.
To Justin, I really don't have too much to say.
You are a giant pussy. A giant fucking pussy.
Okay, why is that?
Why are you so mad?
Because you have nothing to say to this. Let's do it.
All right, I'm staying out of the way. Michael, stay out of the way.
Why?
By the way,
3 months.
before we get started, who's second all time in Philly saves?
I have no idea.
Ooh, Billy Wagner?
Sorry, stupid. You're wrong. Damn it. Nope. The weird thing with the Phillies before these guys get at it is for a franchise with so much success, their saves leader, 123 saves. That's it.
Okay, I said it was surprising.
Yeah, that is
Papelbon
surprising,
would have been the
Justin.
leader.
You would think it'd be a guy like, like the big franchises have, Rivera. I don't even know who would be the Dodgers saves leader.
Jansen, Kenley.
Would it be okay? Yeah. I don't know. Somebody who's like 300, 123.
Or Eric Gagne, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. Does it surprise you, Justin?
No, the Phillies are a bad team. First team to reach 10,000 losses.
Well, it means they've been around a long time, though.
Yes.
I mean, that kind of ties into it. I mean, the Yankees have more losses as a franchise than, say, the Diamondbacks.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead. I didn't mean to get in the way. Continue.
Why am I a giant pussy?
Because for the past 3 months,
Let's tell me.
you've made baseless accusations against me, and then you come in here and you're like,
Which
there's
ones,
really nothing I
Justin?
can say.
Which ones?
That I'm racist, that I treated you like shit.
But Justin, we've been over that when I
No,
came in here.
we didn't, because you wouldn't
We
bring
did.
up, you wouldn't bring
We
up any
did.
proof because you left like a
No,
giant
Justin,
pussy.
Justin, I walked in here and said, "Did you think that was serious? Did anybody think that was serious?"
Oh, so it's all fake. Okay, so it's all good. It's
well,
all
at the
fake.
time, I'd sent a tweet right before it saying I was going to fuck with you and try to fuck with you and make you miserable. So I mean, anything I said about you, I would assume people would realize.
But you did say you weren't going to do the show anymore because you don't
Was
like
that fake,
because of
too?
him.
That's true. No, that was very
So
true.
what is it about him then?
I don't
He's a
like
rat.
him.
He's a total rat.
I just don't like him. I don't want to be around this right here. Like I thought we were coming in and have a good show. And
Yeah, Justin's
why, are we
fired up,
doing,
too.
why are we doing this? We thought he'd come in
No,
and
I
have a
get
good
it.
show.
You don't like me. That's fine. I think you suck too. It is what it is.
No, I think you're a giant pussy, Mick.
but why,
There's a
Justin?
difference.
You're not
Wanna
really
fight
clarifying.
Justin or something?
I don't really get this.
Okay, I guess if we're just going to do this,
I don't know. But like you said that I called you racist. I don't actually think you're racist. Are you okay now?
No, it's the other shit. It's like you out of nowhere.
What shit?
So we went to the Dakotas. We had a good
He's
time.
racing against Asians.
You had a good time. I didn't have a good time.
Okay, I guess. Yeah, it was miserable on the trip. We said on the car ride at the end, we said if anyone has any gripes or anything like that, you didn't say anything. You said no.
Justin, can you at least allow before I get where you're coming from. I don't think you're wrong in some, but like the guy was like 110 pounds.
That doesn't matter though. How I feel for Justin.
I disagree. I think physically he was not in a great spot.
And I agree. If he came back and he said, "Hey, listen, I was not in a good spot,"
Didn't he just say he doesn't think you're racist though? I'm saying, isn't he giving you something or no? Or you want more? What would you like in a perfect world? What would you like him to say? I get what you're saying.
I was
but
wrong about the actions he took towards me.
About which actions? I'm saying,
Just
other than the racist, because he did say the racist one.
Yeah, like I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, what are the other actions? You want me to say he had a good time on the trip? I mean, if that makes you feel better. Like what else is
I kind
there?
of thought we all had fun.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get why you're mad. You don't like him. I get that. You guys don't like each other. But he said he doesn't think you're racist. Okay? Dave disagrees. That's a different conversation.
Like what
balls,
else? You fucking racist.
what else would you like him to say? You know what I'm saying?
I guess. I think he's just a shitty pussy. And then he
I know.
he says things.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
and he doesn't back them up.
Go ahead, Mick. I'll stay out.
Like what, Justin?
Mick, you're the one who said all this shit happened in Dakota. This is why I don't like Justin.
Part of the reason why I don't want
said-
to come on the show is because I thought you had a narrative to actually out to get me, which I've said on Twitter before. I was like, I don't think you don't really get it. I think you always think that I have bad intentions. And I'm like, I don't really want to deal with a guy like that.
No, I think you're a liar who will do anything to put themselves in the center of the show or something else.
I'm sure. I mean, you could think that. That's fine.
Okay.
All right.
That's it?
I just don't. I don't really have too much animosity towards him anymore. I've kind of
Was
said
it the
that
text
before.
message?
God,
Was
you
it the
fucking
reading on the
pussy.
stream?
What is
thing?
wrong with
He's just a giant vagina, and like I don't because
Voice crack there. You're all right.
what do I say to this? What do I say to it?
I gotta say,
Go ahead, Mike.
It's tough to argue with what Mick's doing. I like his strategy. He's staying back, just letting
Bob
Justin
Snyder-esque.
punch himself out.
It's fine.
Weird pull by Dave there. A lot of
No, we were all thinking. This is classic Snyder.
that's a strange one. A lot of miles, Mike. You guys are on the road together. Now we're here.
So
Thousands and thousands of miles, Justin.
if I can try to make Justin
Panda Express, no?
I believe I got.
Oh, yeah,
Panda
he did get
Express.
Panda Express, right, Mick?
We were forced to get Taco Bell too.
Right, yeah. We can forget that. Go ahead.
if I can try to make Justin's argument for him, it's that I think it's that you said like out to the point where I'll never be on the show again. Like,
But nobody.
Justin's
but
a rat. All that.
Justin,
stuff.
nobody thought that. Did you think Mick was never going to be on the show again?
He was on the show the next day.
Well, I'm saying after, like in the last couple of months. Did you
I
think he was-
actually did, believe it or not.
Yes.
Okay, but I mean, I have a little more experience than you. With
Yeah,
this.
no, yeah.
And like, I just like it's like we said, and I said to you throughout, I was like, if you don't want to go on the show, don't go on the show.
Right.
Get in a spot where you're feeling better, physically and mentally. And you have a guy like Justin who goes after people's mental health.
That's right.
And their physical health.
bully
too.
back there.
Yeah, guy's a bully. Dave, give us some perspective.
This is a tough one. I just think it's just pure hate either way. I don't think you're going to come to a resolution.
I'm sorry, I meant about you and Snyder. I didn't
Oh,
mean
Snyder?
that.
Well,
It's on all of our minds.
Snyder killed me with kindness.
What
that's
kind
all.
of? What do you think Snyder thought of that parking job?
Oh, Snyder would have been disgusted.
Grossed out by it.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead. Mick and Justin, Dave. Go ahead.
Well, I just think Justin isn't willing to forgive Mick.
Yeah.
So he just says,
Which I get.
fuck it. I think he's an asshole, and
Sure.
I
You
don't
can
care
get
for
that,
him,
Mick.
and I
I
don't
like
want
it.
him
Just
to.
said it. That's totally fine for him to think that.
yeah, right,
I
Mike.
probably
or no?
would hate me too if I was Justin.
Yeah. So with Mick,
You
I
can take
the
out
only
the
thing
if I was
is
Justin part, Mick.
the only thing I didn't get from Mick because I was there is like, do you actually think Justin was like doing things intentionally to piss you off? Because I think he's just kind of like that.
Give an
sometimes.
example.
I think he knows how to push buttons for sure. Whether it be like maliciously and like trying to get me to have a breakdown, no, nothing like that. But I think he likes to push buttons unintentionally for sure.
Could I have an example?
Like reading that comment. I mean, we don't have to go back to it, but I will stand by that. I think you do that not to have some, again, malicious thing towards me, but to get a reaction.
I read every single comment. I'm not apologizing for that.
I didn't ask for an apology, Justin.
Boy, Justin, Jesus.
I don't know.
Yeah, take it easy.
I guess, yeah.
I mean, you just hate him, huh?
Yeah, he just sucks.
I respect the hate. I mean, he hates him. I don't even know where. I feel like we're going really backwards here.
Oh yeah.
Like we're not. So there'll be no middle ground met.
Doesn't look like it. I mean, he's not willing to give.
I kind of feel like Mike. Maybe I'm wrong. Am I wrong thinking Mick is more willing to come in the middle than Justin today, or no? I mean, Justin doesn't seem very flexible on this.
Well, I'm
which
not
is fine.
flexible
which
because I
is-
know that if I have come to the middle with Mick before, and then he just goes, oh, blah 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 blah. He makes up.
Like, when did you do that?
Yeah.
When
By the way,
he-
you could just hate him. I don't care. But I'm saying, if there's going to be a middle, Mick does seem more willing to do it. You're perfectly. I got no problem if you're like, fuck, I just fucking hate this guy. But it does seem like you're less likely.
Oh, I'm not. I'm
But you think Mick's full of shit anyway.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
been full
then
of shit.
That's
then,
fair.
then I wouldn't go in the middle either. I think, right, Mike, or no?
Yeah, I get. If Mick did that to me and was like, Mike's being shitty, and I legitimately didn't know what was happening,
Yeah.
I would be like, I need an explanation from this guy as to why he hates me now.
I guess. Where are you on this?
I think he hates me more than I hate him right now.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty safe to say. I understand why he would have some animosity towards me. I haven't treated him very well, but
How many beers did he have that night with the Puppuccinos? Legitimately.
At
His
least-
house, at your house. Were you guys eating Puppuccinos?
at
that
least
night?
6.
At least 6 beers.
At least
yeah.
6.
Yeah.
But I think that was a good amount of time where he had some pizza in between. I never accused him of driving drunk that night.
Christian did.
That was cousin Christian.
Yeah.
No.
You don't speak for him.
I do not speak for cousin
You don't
Christian.
live with him.
I don't live with him either.
Who do you live with now?
No one.
Well, you're on
Myself.
the street.
Myself. But it's someone else's house. They kind of bounce in and out. They live somewhere else right now.
You're squatter.
Someone else's.
No. It's my friend's house.
Do they know you're
he lives
there?
with his wife. My friend's house, he lives with his wife.
That
they still
same
own the
area?
property. Yeah. Dennis,
Okay.
next town over.
Well, Christian's with the woman now.
He's with the woman full time. I mean, she was there pretty much as I was leaving. Like the
So
last
she
few
just took
weeks.
over
Yeah, that was quick.
and kicked out, gone.
New bath soap, new everything, the whole
man.
everything
That
going
is-
on. Oh yeah,
got
new
a hook
toothbrush. Oh yeah,
Jesus.
the piano there. There's a whole bunch of shit.
She's like
going on.
15, right? You said?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was 25, but yeah.
Okay, so you're out.
Yeah.
Okay. You're okay with Christian though.
yeah. Me and him are good. We have some stuff to talk about, but
Okay. And you're okay. And you're okay with Christian, Justin, or no?
No, he's a piece of shit.
Okay. How about Al?
Why is he?
Because he made up a lie that I drove home drunk.
Well, Justin Buzz driving is drunk driving.
If I had 2
If
beers.
I've learned anything from
6
commercials.
beers, he just said.
Well, I had 2 beers.
Well, you just said 6.
I would not
That's
go over
crazy.
somewhere and have 6
That
beers.
lie didn't actually like travel anywhere though. That wasn't like a
No,
good lie.
zero. The
there was
racist
no,
one's
there was
worse.
no weight to that lie.
Did you say you wouldn't go somewhere and have 6 beers?
I wouldn't go to a show event and have 6 beers.
Oh.
It was at the Mick's house, right?
Yes.
I would love for Coleman to be here. I think he would disagree with
We can
that.
call him. Well, we'll call him an hour and he's up. But I don't. So you're calling Justin to be clear. Like you're calling me a liar. About
I don't
that.
think he drove home drunk. I think
No,
he had
no,
more
for-
than 2 beers.
You're 1,000% confident.
Yeah.
So when he says he had 2, he's lying.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Justin.
No, I had 2 beers. I would say if I had 8 beers, I would say I had 8 beers. I would have been fine to drive.
Why would Mick be lying about that?
Because he's a liar. He lies about everything.
I don't know.
All right.
You don't
so
classify
was
that
like-
as a show thing.
I do classify that as a
He
show.
said he did show event.
Oh, I thought you said you did.
I brought beer because that's the polite thing to do.
Yep.
I had 2 of them. They were
That's
Coors
very
Lights.
nice. You guys got along great before this, right?
Got along fine.
Oh yeah.
You not great. You're saying just fine.
Yeah.
You didn't like Mick.
I didn't like Mick in September of.
He's only
2023.
liked me because you're good to me. That's the only time he's ever liked me.
Yeah.
That's just true. Which
agree
is
with
fine.
that.
What's that?
I agree with that.
Yeah, oh, it's okay. I mean, yeah, it works for me.
Which is mean it's fake from the beginning there. Like that's what it is. That's kind of my whole
Yes,
point.
I was
I
willing
thought
to
there was
put.
in love. I don't know what's going on here, Mike. I don't know.
I thought I remembered Justin being a Mick guy specifically.
What are the stops like? I know we're going backwards here,
here.
but Mike, when you guys are stopping, grabbing a little lunch,
Yeah.
like, is everything like? Do you think these guys are just really just like each other? Or did
I
you
never
sense
thought
anything.
I never thought there was an issue. I'm not saying we weren't like hooting and hollering and
Sure,
stuff.
sure. Well, yeah.
But like, but I never thought there was an issue between them.
Mike, we actually were hooting and hollering. We had a great time.
There were times we had some laughs.
Remember
I don't think it was that.
Agenda Free Friday?
I remember it well.
Was that a good time?
Oh, it was a great time.
Chris Clemmer, Arkansas. It was.
Yeah.
Dave, what's going on here, Dave?
It
This
beats
is
the hell out of me. Yeah.
I don't want to take sides of this because I get where Justin's coming from, but I feel like Justin, I guess, he's just angrier.
Definitely.
Yeah, Mick doesn't seem angry. I think it's making
it's
Justin
probably-
even angrier.
I guess Mick could be playing, but what Mick's going to do is he's going to, after this show, he's going to be like, oh, and then he's going to do this thing
Now
on
I
his
am.
show. Yeah.
Now I definitely am.
Oh, because you weren't before? Mick, you've done, you've threatened
we should just stay out of the way.
12 different times.
Literally, we should stay out of the way.
You've threatened
Let
this
these guys
12
go.
different times.
Go.
Well, you won't say anything to me in person, and then you're like, oh, I'm going to do it. Just like you did when you threatened to go after Gus's wife. You threatened to do these shows.
There's
where you
context behind that,
expose-
Justin.
What's the context behind
the
that? Please?
context was if he does it again, I'm going to do that. Which
Oh,
means
okay.
so you have
What
to
did he
have-
do? What did he do?
He said
Full
something.
context.
He said something about my ex-girlfriend or
didn't.
something
No, he
related
didn't.
to why I
No,
took
he
a break.
didn't.
I don't even remember.
The context is he said, Mick, you leave the world every now and then.
There's more to it than
nope,
that.
that's what the context was.
I
You
don't
wanted
think
you
so.
wanted to provide context.
I
I'm
disagree.
providing context.
I strongly disagree with you.
Okay, so give the context then.
I just disagree. I think there was more to it, and there was something reference
if
towards
there's-
my ex-girlfriend there.
There was
I don't
no,
remember
there was
exactly
no
what it
reference
was,
to an
be honest with you.
ex-girlfriend. He said you leave the world,
I don't think
which
so.
you have. You did. No one knew what the reason was. No one knew what the reason was. You said something about. I'm not bringing up your ex-girlfriend. You said something about his ex-girlfriend, and then you threatened to do an entire episode exposing Gus's wife. Is that true?
Exposing her. I don't even have anything about her. I don't know anything about her.
Then why? I'm just.
I didn't say exposing. I said I
Yes,
would
you did.
insult her and do an episode on her. Obviously, I never would. I was trying to get under Gus's
Oh,
skin.
okay. So it was fake.
I was trying to get under Gus's skin
it's fake.
like I am trying to get under your skin.
So
Like
it's
it's
fake.
very easy.
So it's fake.
Fake is in if you said another word about it, I would have done it. But I wasn't actually intent. I don't think
But
Gus
you
was going to do it either. So
You
it was
would have
kinda
done it,
just
but
a
you
threat.
actually wouldn't have done it because.
Depends on how far he went.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. If he said something crazy outlandish, then yeah, I probably would.
Like you sometimes leave the world.
No, again, if he said something
wrong with that?
again, and crossed-
There's nothing wrong
You've done
with
that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
What's wrong with that?
But
I think
don't-
I think he was like calling me a pussy because
that
of
zit
it
is
too.
pulsating, by the
Yeah,
way.
there's a big one.
Tough
Big
day.
one right
Tough
there.
day.
It's like
Me and Dave
it's
speculated that.
tapping against the glass right now.
Me and Dave speculated that it was stress, and Justin said absolutely not.
I feel like you're I get you don't like Mick. I completely. A lot of people hate Mick. No problem. But I do feel like this anger is coming from somewhere else.
No, it's not. It's just
No, am I wrong?
I think it's more Justin has held on to this. This is as angry as Justin was the day it happened.
I know. What
And
are you,
now,
what are you
like,
doing?
But that day they would have had Mick would have been they would have gone back and forth, and now Mick is just.
and now Mick's too cool for
This
it.
is not Bob Murchison. I mean, I mean, look at his face. He's becoming Bob Murchison. But,
When you tweet out that I'm saying the N-word under my breath, you're trying to, in a way, affect my career.
which, by the way, has never been
If you
disproven.
think that, that's fine, but I wasn't.
Dave, no. You ever heard him say it?
I haven't heard him say it.
Okay. You've never said the word in your life, Justin.
That's not what I'm saying.
We were rap battling through Ohio.
But Justin, you intellectually know.
I do intellectually know, but I'm also not.
Hold on. I know but you intellectually know that nobody who read that tweet believed you ever said it.
He does know that.
Correct. I do know
It's
that.
so shitty
but
thing
I
to
also
do.
know
I
that the
don't-
intent behind it was not ha ha ha. It's a joke.
Yeah,
It was
correct.
to fuck with you.
Correct. That's fair.
So if I fuck with you and I think you are an emotionally abusive person, and I put out a tweet that says something about you being an emotionally abusive person, I've realized this on the trips to Dakota. I no longer want to interact with you because I think you are an emotional abuser.
Nick will offer you a sign in day for $12, not $12 million. He has $12 if you don't
about
say
all
that.
I got.
Yeah, go ahead.
That NDA can shove it up your ass.
Wow, go ahead.
So if I said that,
Justin's
and
not
then
fucking
you,
around today.
no, there's no fucking
Do your
around.
bits, and we'll get back to it.
If I said that to you and then you reply to it and say there's no proof to this, and then I say I'm just fucking.
Like every 4 years, I vote for my dad. Every 4 years. Go ahead.
You're saying if you
Sabres
tweeted
fan?
something serious and I don't
You're a
get what you're
Sabres
saying.
fan?
Yeah, my high school teacher molested me, so I'm a Sabres fan now. Go ahead.
if I tweeted out an accusation like that with no baseless, with no base to it,
Jesus.
and then you responded to it, and I was like, this fucking retard can't take a joke.
Right. And if you tweeted before that I'm going to fuck with Mick, I think a lot of people would have realized, oh, he's fucking with Mick.
But there's
so-
like.
So you can just say I'm gonna. Fuck.
I fuck with Dave joking around, but like me and Dave like each other, I think.
Right.
But like you guys don't like each other. So fucking with him is different.
True. No, that's why I said I think it's fair for him to hate me. I'm not asking for him to forgive me.
Just a giant pussy.
That's fine, Justin. You seem a little angry about it.
I
That's
think we're
all
going
right.
circles here.
We
No?
are. I mean, but I'm not going to back down. I'm not going to meet
No
in
one's
the middle.
asking you to back down. No one's asking you. I said, I didn't ask you to meet in the middle. I said, if you don't, I completely understand why you wouldn't do it. But you do seem like as angry now as you were, like Mike said 3 months
I
ago.
do get worked up. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't get worked up about many things.
Okay, I'm just saying it's not. You just okay. Well, stay angry if you want. I respect that. Okay.
Probably will.
I can hopefully, not with Justin, but I can ease the tension with the Trudell family, hopefully, because I do owe his father a thank you.
You'll
That
owe
is-
me $100 too.
Oh, okay.
I want to take. I got his dad some steak tips. I want to take him and throw him in the toilet right now.
You got a steak. You should do that.
I want to, but
Go ahead if you like. Go ahead.
I'm not giving my dad the steak.
You're not accepting a steak tips.
Absolutely not.
Bill, hold on.
Those are Bill's steak tips.
Bill
by the way.
Trudell's not. What kind of? Really? You're not
Nice
accepting.
bourbon marinated and teriyaki, 2 pounds
care.
each.
He did lose the
Nice.
election. Does he really deserve him?
That's true.
You know?
That's true.
It's a winner's gift.
Not
You're not going to give him to your dad?
Absolutely not.
Why?
Because you're a bad person.
But that would be a worse person not getting him a steak.
I don't care.
But that makes me look
Your dad
bad.
like steak tips?
Is he listening? Does he at
loves
least
steak
know
tips.
that I got him steak?
I mean, that's not nice, Just. The guy demanded work on the car, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he fixed it. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
who knows what else went on in there, you know?
That's true.
Who knows?
Come on,
Seriously.
Well, I mean, it's
Valid question.
Roughed up a couple of minors.
who knows?
Minorities, I meant. God damn it.
There was no. No, you were right the first
Wrong
time.
family. Wrong family.
Was there any bullet residue in the car?
I don't know. I
Yeah,
can't
you might
confirm
want
or
to do it.
not. Yeah.
Is that funny, Justin?
Check it out.
It's fine. I can't. It's definitely a me problem with this, but
Yeah, you think?
I can't. No, I'm not. I can't back down.
No, but Justin, I'm not coming at you. Like we all agree, I was
Correct.
treating
We
you
all-
like
I
shit.
think
Like, looked like an
I
asshole.
think Mick would probably say if you're being fair, if you do a percentage of it, he was in the wrong.
I think I said that. I think
Right,
I would take
right.
most of the responsibility.
Yeah, there you go.
But I
When
don't
did-
think
When
he's
did he
innocent.
say- When did he? No,
I just said.
I said it on
that
Beyond
you're-
Average. It was 50-50. I think I said that. I think it was 50%
Who could
my
forget
fault.
that? Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Everybody heard that.
do
Come
anything.
on.
It was no one's fault for anything, and then you just blew up.
We
one day.
disagree. We disagree. I think there's fault to be had, but you know, it is what it
He's
is.
saying that he thinks he was mostly wrong. Correct, Mick?
50-50.
Yeah, at the time, yeah, for sure. How,
There,
yeah.
there was nothing to be wrong
Yeah.
about. We had a great time.
How I went all about it, definitely, yeah.
That's all. So
Could've
he's
went
saying.
about it the wrong-
Are you
I mean-
apologizing?
No, I can't do that. I don't.
Why not?
I've never apologized for anything.
Come on.
Come on.
Why won't you give your dad the steak tips? Do you feel he
a great
poisoned them?
question.
Maybe.
Because
They're still wrapped.
They come from. In your mind, they come from a rat fuck life.
That's right.
Right? Yeah. So you wouldn't give that to your dad.
My dad doesn't like Mick.
I don't
Your dad
think he
doesn't like
should.
Mick.
No,
I don't think he should.
Does he know he's white?
he does know his wife.
Someone suggested to me a good campaign slogan for "Shoot to Bill."
It's not bad.
That was the warthog.
Doesn't really make sense because you're shooting to Bill.
Yeah.
But I like the
If you don't
rhyme.
think about it too
yeah,
much.
right. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
good one. It's not a bad one. It's going by the warthog, I
Yeah.
suppose. All right, so it seems like these guys are forgiving each other. No,
Yes.
Best of friends.
do you forgive them?
No, I don't like him. It's
How
not-
about would Bill Trudell be willing?
Nope.
How do you know what I'm going to say?
'Cause he doesn't want to do anything.
In fact, wants to call in and sing
Would he be willing to
songs,
not
Justin.
take the steak tips?
How about would Bill Trudell be willing to use his little place, little cabin in Maine for the two of you to have a boys' weekend?
Oh.
I don't think that would work.
No, Justin? They're guns right up there.
Yeah.
I mean, no.
A little hunting, a little fishing, a little dinner. Talk things
Having
out.
fun with the boys.
Yeah,
Mick sits in the back on the ride up.
That's right.
that'd be a good third Montante. You're both friends with Montante.
That's right. Yeah.
That probably is. That's probably the Jimmy Carter we need right now to broker the peace.
He's the mediator. He can.
Mike
put us
Montante,
together.
who by the way has not
Oh,
done
yeah.
cocaine since late August.
Do you believe that? I don't know. I think he was shaky the other day.
I don't know. I mean, he said late. I believe him.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, the end of the month. I mean, he's taking September and October off.
I actually have no reason not to believe that because it's so recent.
It's very specific.
Yeah.
It's very specific. So maybe he's the guy, Dave, to broker peace.
I completely
like
agree.
You'd be willing to do that, Justin?
Sure, I'll go up to a weekend. We'd have a nice weekend, and then on the way back, Mick would say, "Oh,
There it is.
That's probably true. Except that is probably true. Huh. Justin is look at him, Dave. Look how serious.
This is very serious.
Okay, here's my Mick take. And people seem to think I'm pro Mick. I'm not. I'm neutral on this one. I like Mick and I like Justin. I think Mick would have been served well yesterday to say, listen, like I was a fucking mess physically. I was a mess mentally. Completely my fault. I don't think he's capable of that, A. And B, I suppose even if he did that, Justin would still say well, you didn't go on the podcast and say something different in 2 days.
Yes, but if he did that, Justin's a pushover, you forget.
Yeah, he hates, but I agree mostly, but he hates Mick. Like, if he did that, if Mick said, listen, I was sick, I was 112 pounds, like mentally, I went through a bunch of shit, totally stupid, I shouldn't have said that, my fault, 1,000% my fault, you still wouldn't believe him, right? Or would you?
I would have accepted his apology, but I would have said, but you're just going to do this in a week.
Yeah.
And then if he proved me wrong on that, then I look like an asshole.
I know, but you would say he's going to do it eventually anyway. Even if it's not in a week, it'll be in
Yes.
2 weeks or 3 weeks,
Yes.
which is kind of why I like him. But he
then-
is going to do that.
If Mick wanted to, the more time goes on, the more Mick is proven right. If he doesn't do that,
But he can't help himself. Though.
I understand.
I don't like disappoint his Mick's ally, his partner in life. I don't think.
I was concerned because I didn't see a lot of Mick activity on social media yesterday. He was quiet.
Was he okay?
So I don't know. I think we have to ask Justin, is Mick okay?
He did reach out to me.
He did.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Good. Let's hear it.
He said he hopes that whenever he comes in the studio, he doesn't want to do the whole fighting thing.
Oh, did you call him a pussy again or no?
No, I just like the message.
You like thumbs up?
He said he had no problem with anything I said except when I called him a liar about the exaggerating his health issues.
Mm-hmm. Would you say that?
I just liked the message. I didn't say anything.
What do you think about that?
I like this.
Do you think he's doing that just? Is there a game to that, or do you think he's being sincere?
I think he's trying to play a little sympathy card. I mean, it's just a fact that if you lose 50% of your blood, you're dead. If you lose 40% of your blood, you're dead.
Okay. Okay.
I did see some tweets to that effect yesterday. People sending articles.
In this Elon world, though, I don't know what's real.
Maybe he's a miracle of modern
true.
science.
Yeah, I mean, someone's got to be first.
Right.
You know,
That's true.
Jackie Robinson was first.
That's
Rosa
right.
Parks was first.
It's true.
Dwight Evans was first.
They didn't lose
You know?
50% of their blood.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Well, I
They had all
don't.
their
How do you
blood.
how do you know?
What was Dwight Evans first in? Dwight Evans.
First in the American League Gold Glove voting 1 year.
Oh.
Yeah, a bunch of years he won it. I'm saying, yeah, people are first. Yeah, Day-Lewis was first 3 times in the Academy Award voting.
Yeah.
You know, I know movies, maybe not sports movies that well, but I know movies in general. So,
Spoilers.
well, no, I'm just saying there are others who are worse. I'll say that. But yeah, so okay, all right. I know it's a mix of weakness of mine. I can't help it. I genuinely feel bad for the guy.
One thing I definitely did.
I will
believe-
say this. I'm sorry, Mike. I will say this about Mick, though. Say whatever you want. Mick does this. Mick does that. Mick whatever. When the show starts at 9:30, Mick is here.
He knew it was coming.
Yeah, Mick is on time. Mick is punctual.
Was he really here yesterday?
What do you mean? Oh,
Was he here? I mean, come on.
You look a little puffy this morning.
Commentary.
Long ride. It's annoying.
Everyone's
ride today.
puffy nowadays.
Yeah,
That's true. That's true.
we're all puffy. What's up, Michael?
What do you? Mick,
I don't care for that transition.
I can't. Was very close to wearing that same sweatshirt.
why
It
don't
was
you take
very
that?
good
Why
on
don't you
the
take that
Would have been fun.
the thing off?
It's freezing in here. No,
It's not freezing.
it is freezing in here. Yes.
68 degrees.
If it was 68
cold for
degrees, if you said
Too cold for me.
If you said tomorrow the temperature's 68 degrees outside, you'd
Too
be
cold.
happy. Too cold.
Too cold.
Too cold.
Eh.
In November?
Yeah, it was about 65 yesterday. A little windy.
It wasn't 65 yesterday, was it?
Yeah.
It's a very nice day. It's nice
Nice mild
today.
day. Yeah.
Huh? What was your Mick take? He wasn't here. You said
I Mick the
former teammate of yours.
Mick the basketball coach was awesome. Like when he coached that one game, he came in. I thought
I wasn't there. I missed the whole thing.
He was terrific. I just don't. I admit I don't know which the real Mick is after all this time. I don't know if the real Mick is the nice guy who at the basketball game is supportive, or the guy who comes in and literally just frustrated the hell out of Justin.
I think that's a real Mick, personally, and that's why people
I like
maybe
that
think I have a
Mick.
weakness for him.
I like that Mick.
I actually think he's a nice guy who tries to be an asshole.
Well, I think it's all. That's what I was going to say. Is one thing I definitely believe is when he said he's like, "Well, I actually believed I was never coming in again." I believe that. I don't think he does this thing where it's like, "I'm going to say
No, he
I'm
gets all
not
worked up,
coming
yeah.
in."
He gets
like,
yeah, right.
and in his mind, he really believes that in the moment.
Correct.
Like,
I think
I've been there.
that's true. Yeah. I think he's a better person than Justin.
Maybe
I've started to think that too.
Yeah, I mean, Justin's been mean to all of us
Justin
lately.
snicker at me.
his job is beneath him recently. Yeah.
And are you actually down with him? Or was that a bit yesterday?
Oh, I thought that video was awful. That after
What video?
We do these great recaps after every show.
That is what it was about.
Who cares, you loser.
I cared about it.
Why?
Shut up, Dave. Go park your car.
I saved you that night, so you're welcome.
Yeah, that's true, by the way.
anything, yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
It is not full-time employment. Obviously, that's got to change here very soon. But
Oh, that's
Currently
that's
self-employed.
breaking news, Justin.
That's
Self-employed.
Oh, he said that for a year.
I know, Mike. I know, Mike.
That's big.
Mike, probably 2 years.
We know,
Mike.
Mike.
Probably 2 years.
Well, do you actually mean that or no? We're now at 2 years where you have a full-time job.
Yeah, and the self-employment thing is working out well. I have to decide sort of what because
Is there a chance you're just going to leave the business?
yes, definitely.
Really?
Yes.
To do what?
There are things you can do behind the scenes that are not content related.
What are you doing?
Oh, okay.
With
gambling
just
companies.
go away. Yeah, maybe go away altogether. There's some sales and marketing things that could do off content altogether.
That does feel like tapping out a little bit, though.
No.
No,
I don't know what you mean.
You can
Like-
still,
Regular job.
Like, three of you are unbelievable.
Well, what do you mean? I don't get what is
He's our Mick.
One at a time.
No, what is tapping out mean?
Being like, you know what? The content just wasn't successful, so I'm going to go do the. It's like when a media guy takes an AD, takes a job as the SID somewhere.
Or goes
You
to
know-
teach a class somewhere to college.
Yes, where it's like, I'm the SID now at St. A's or something. It's like, oh, you
Again,
couldn't. No problem.
I wouldn't
It's
mind
good-
schedule as buses.
It's a good living. It's a good living. But it's a steady. But all right, so you're thinking now of working in a casino.
Well, there's a major casino opening in Nashua, New Hampshire in the next couple of months.
Maybe like a dealer or something?
Major. I don't know if I would be. I'd go dealer. You're going to go dealer school. And
Or no, Alfredo. Jesus.
yeah,
He killed you, huh?
he had his way.
Destroy this. That cost me $500 for nothing.
Well, Justin bailed you out. You had no money.
It's true.
Nice move. Good friend.
Yeah. Pay them back, right? Not my friend. I paid them back instantly, immediately. So what would you do? Honestly, if I said to you, no content, dream job, what is it? Boy, he thinks big, doesn't he, Mike?
They'd move him around like Ace Rothstein. He'd have every.
Ladies and gentlemen, Frankie Avalon.
I wish I had a good answer. I just don't. I don't.
How do you not have any? It's been 2
It's
years.
not content related? No, I mean,
Yes, you just said you're thinking. What, Dave?
He could run a sports book. Like he
Why are
could
you asking?
run-
Let him answer the
He
question.
would take a shit on Bomber. Like
had to
Bomber
move me
doesn't
over
do
to
that.
food
no,
and
Bomber's the
beverage.
man. Mike's only negative in my life is that he criticizes the Bomber. Everything else Mike does is perfect.
The Bomber's an asshole.
He's not. He's a good, very good guy.
Bomber's a nice guy.
Very good guy.
He's a piece
He's
of
amazingly nice. I mean, he's
fooled
zero.
you all.
He's a zero, but he's a nice guy.
Very nice guy.
shit. I see through him.
And very supportive.
You wouldn't want to
of
run a
you guys.
sports book, but you could do that.
PR, yeah, I'm probably qualified to do that versus run a sports book.
What would be great is the
sentence. What?
intermediary between media and the gambling companies. Meaning, like when
that's good.
when Kirk Minahan wants to put one of his bets, like you do with DraftKings, he's kind of the guy you go to for that, so you can organize it with DraftKings.
Why can't I just make my bet?
No, I'm saying like to publicize it.
There are
from a
some
marketing
content
perspective.
creators that
Yeah.
aren't
Hey, Kirk
qualified
Minahan
to
needs
do it.
Mike Minansky to tell you about
Remember,
making
like
a
when you
bet?
go into the
Imagine if
DraftKings
there was
app.
someone there to muddy the waters for you. Wouldn't that be nice?
What are you saying?
No, when you go into the DraftKings app, you can see what content creators are betting and stuff like that.
Like Felger and Maz have their own.
Correct. He's
parlay.
the intermediary between you and them.
You want to do that for a living?
Steady paycheck at some point, yeah. I have to make some decisions here in the next couple of months. Some very
There's pressure being put
Tough
on you
decisions.
from other forces to step up at this point.
some questions recently at home. Some questions at home.
By your children, like, what are you doing?
The kids have been good. I'd say my wife has now said, you know,
We're officially there.
it was brought up a couple times recently where
How do you
yes,
possibly
yeah.
dance around that one? Like, what bullshit are you slinging to stay alive?
Because she sees that I know I'm poor, but it is a good supplement to her full-time income. We are not poor by any means, but at some point she's like, what do you think you'll do next? Right? And I'm like, well, mutstack.com. Do you open those emails?
Yeah, get her a business card.
Yeah, I did. Scanned it in.
Does she subscribe right now?
She's a subscriber. I don't think she reads every week.
No.
I don't think she does.
So, you must have knowing you may not. Do you have a drop dead date in mind? Like, yeah, I have to have a job by this.
No, I'm not giving myself that.
No, don't burden yourself with that.
No, it's too much pressure, too much stress.
Strange. Okay. What do you think, Justin?
You're like fighting gophers. Get like a job at like Home Depot, like a part time.
I've said this to you for years.
Well, if I did, I would do Lowe's because we have a mutual friend who works Lowe's.
Okay, well,
Who does that?
Ted
Sellers.
Sellers. I got Ted.
he also lives in. Okay, he lives.
Work
2
for
hours
Ted
away
Sellers?
from-
It'd be
No,
great
but I
if
think
Ted was
he-
a
I think he-
dickhead boss to my
but let's be honest.
Mansky.
Hey, Mike,
Get on
you're
the
supposed to
floor
come
now.
We all love Ted, but like the 12th wheelchair joke, you'd be like, all right, we get it, Ted. You're in a wheelchair. Got anything else?
It'd be great. Oh, Ted, your tweet was awesome. Oh, it was funny.
Great.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
no,
golf
retweet,
range, yeah.
Yeah.
Can I get Saturday off? My kids have a basketball game.
I think you would do well at a place like that. You're a worker bee. Like, go do it. You would do it.
Yeah, I do. I like structure. Structure's good for me.
Yes, I agree.
Yes.
Right away, Mr. Sellers.
Yes.
No, our first cat died right after we got her, so we had to get a replacement cat. Almost like Ben.
probably.
No,
Yeah.
No. We got her sick, unfortunately.
No party.
We moved into our house 10 years ago. We let the cats out, and one just did not come back.
Of course, they would get the fuck out of here.
George Washington, very presidential cat. He was taken away.
Cat's
from
name was
us.
George Washington?
George Washington, yep. Taken away from us.
Why?
And I cried for a couple days.
Why was he named George Washington?
Great name.
He was white, kind of. He had white.
There's a lot of white people in history, though.
He was chasing slaves.
Yeah, I don't understand.
He gave off a very presidential
He was a
vibe.
pure white.
The cat gave a presidential vibe.
Yeah, there's something about him.
And regal sort of
Yeah.
feel
Yes.
to it. Okay.
So
You cry when George Washington
yes,
died.
we have one more cat who's 15
Many
years old now.
Americans did, yeah.
When she dies, I will probably be very upset.
Well, I thought it's going to die soon, that cat.
I'm with Dave. My cat's not showing age 15.
What's this cat? Benjamin Franklin? Wait, who is it?
Her name
James
is
Madison?
Winx. WINX.
Gives off a Winx vibe.
No, she came to us as a shelter called her name from the shelter was Tiddlywinks. We thought that was a little aggressive, so we made it Winx.
Boy.
Cut
That
it
is
down.
aggressive.
That's
Yeah.
creative. Boy, I'm glad you-
Tiddlywinks.
yeah.
Yeah.
Why is Tiddlywinks aggressive?
Yeah, it's just that's a long name.
It's a tough name to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Do the kids like the cat or no?
My youngest does very much.
Carter, not so much.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Doesn't exist to the Carter. No.
Yeah. I mean, they're just, but like Dan and PFT, what the fuck are they talking about? Is there more from these idiots?
They just kind of go on.
This is for the online applause. This is a clip it.
Of course.
Put it out there.
Like, oh, we're great, yeah. You know.
I could never have done that.
There was an old Peter King column that he
never have
wrote
done it.
when his dog passed away, and it was, I can't remember the exact line, but it was basically like the only way to not feel this pain is to never have a dog, and what a hollow life that would be. Like that's the only way to not feel, when your dog passes away, and it's the truth. Like
Justin, you have a dog?
the
or no?
alternative is not having
My parents have 2 dogs.
Oh, you don't. Bubba does not.
Bubba's does not. And,
No cats, no.
My sister has a cat.
She sure does. Yeah, steaming pussy. Keeps it clean all the time, doesn't she? The cat.
I've never seen her wash the cat.
I think you have.
No.
What's the cat's name?
Cat's name is Coco. Mama Coco.
Mama Coco, stage 3.
Mama Coco.
Mama Coco.
Yes, it's named after the Disney movie.
What Disney movie?
Coco.
I don't know that.
Is that a newer one?
It's like a newer animated one.
How old's your sister?
35.
You got some weird family, man.
25, I think.
Jesus Christ.
Is there a Polynesian
on?
character in Coco? Is that one?
I have no
That's
idea.
Moana,
I've
isn't
never
it?
seen it.
Oh, is it?
I think, I don't know.
Moana
Coco
is,
plays the guitar, right?
I've
should know
never
that.
seen Coco.
I think so.
Your cat plays a guitar?
My cat does not play the guitar. But
Cats are weird. They don't have much for me. I don't know. There's no personality.
you don't like dogs either.
I know, but dogs have personality. They'll do shit, you know?
My parents' dogs killed my cat in front of me.
Is that true?
Yeah.
On purpose?
Yeah.
This is a great story.
I feel like I've heard this.
It's very long.
I have not.
It's not. It's very long. It's a very long story. But
Okay, well,
Yeah.
get some. Go buy my done that.
yeah.
So it's me and Jerry in studio. Well, good. Play the first.
Shut up. That's what she said.
Yeah, she said she got choked up watching them lift the trophy.
Yeah, I know what makes her choke. Let me tell you something.
Is that true? I swear to God, I haven't heard this yet. Is that true?
Yes.
That's me, right?
Yes.
Okay, and the other guy's Jerry.
Yes.
Oh, let me hear that again.
What
This
makes
is
her
great.
choke? Let me tell you something. Her show is unwatchable. They have her on that thing because she's hot, not because she knows a goddamn thing about sports. Go back to baking bread.
Ben from Needham, you were on Kurt
Go back.
Callahan.
I want to hear the choking thing again. So wait a minute. Wait a minute. So who am I talking about? Presumably
She got choked up holding the trophy.
choked up holding the trophy.
I assume they just made it up.
Well, they
based
definitely
off
made
of
it
your
up.
Aaron Andrews shit,
Right.
right?
Yeah. I keep thinking this is because Hernandez got arrested in 2013, but this would be after Aaron Andrews because this is like 2017 when this is happening because Hernandez is on trial.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
He definitely just watched that video on loop, preparing for the role.
Oh, definitely. There's no video. I'll be here it again. I'll hear from
Shut up. That's what she said.
Yeah, she said she got choked up watching
Hold on.
them
I
lift
like the idea that Jerry's like young too. It's like, yes. He's very. Go ahead.
choked up watching them lift the trophy.
Yeah, I know what makes her choke. Let me tell you something. Her show
I
is
assume,
unwa-
Justin, that means cock in her mouth.
Yeah, you talking
Yeah,
about your
yeah.
your member.
Yeah, she's a wicked whore. Yeah, she's a slut. She's like cock in the mouth.
Nah, shut up, Jerry.
Jerry, fuck you. Go ahead.
what makes her show. Let me tell you something. Her show is unwatchable. They have her on that thing because she's hot, not because she knows a goddamn thing about sports. Go back to baking bread.
Ben from Needham, you were on Kurt Callahan. Good morning.
Hold on, is that a Jerry? Good morning.
Oh, yes.
You know what's funny about that though is like, it was very important to Jerry when we did the show. He wanted some role in the way. So did you listen to the show, Ted, or no?
Yes, I did.
Jerry would be the guy who would take the calls. Like that is actually accurate. If you remember, Jerry's like, I want to do something. So he was in charge of the calls. So maybe they listened to a segment and they thought Jerry hosted the show, I guess. I don't know. Go ahead.
Ben from Needham, you were on Kurt Callahan. Good morning.
I'll tell you, I drew this up exactly how it was going to go. I said this is a guy with a Boston accent. He's going to be a badass. And the other guy, this is great. Go ahead.
Good morning.
Hey, guys. First time, long time. I was curious what you think about Cyrus Jones. Disaster pick, right?
I mean, he's having a rough year for the Pats.
Had 5 fumbles, right?
Yeah, but he's not a full-on Hernandez.
What is a full-on Hernandez?
Well, it's one thing if you draft a guy who has trouble scoring. It's another one if the guy winds up being the next freaking OJ, right?
Oh, come on. OJ was chopping heads.
Hello? Isn't he on trial again?
He is. Yeah, he's got the same douchebag lawyer that got Casey Anthony.
Oh, yeah, that's going to work really well for him. All I'm saying is I prefer my players not to murder anyone unless it's on the field.
All right, well, we'll see what happens. That trial starts next month.
Unbelievable. I don't even know who Cyrus Jones is.
He was a second-round cornerback out of Alabama.
Yeah, he was a bust, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It's just so weird.
Way to shoehorn that in there, too.
So weird. I mean,
Kirk, what are your thoughts on Cyrus just
Aaron Hernandez, he killed somebody. Perfect. Very funny. Very funny. Jesus. What did you think, Ted?
The later moment was my favorite.
Yeah. I mean, I'm on there 3 times.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
This is the second one here.
Okay.
Over a spilled drink, apparently.
Oh, lovely. A spilled drink.
Oh, and did you see the Pats are actually being sued by the victims' families, claiming that the team enabled his off-field behavior? You buy that?
I do not buy that. They knew he was a problem when they drafted him. God forbid you should hold a killer accountable for, I don't know, killing people.
I'm a bad boy, huh?
That one was quick.
I like that one, though. I just like that it's like, I mean, I know it's TV, cram everything, but the idea that we never talked about that before, that sentence is great. Like, yeah, you hear that? Bring that lawyer. Oh, yeah, Hernandez, yeah, he's trial again. Like, it's very funny.
They almost got you there asking for consistency.
They should have done that.
Yeah.
Didn't one of the executive producers want to come on originally?
They reached out to Barstool.
Yeah, it doesn't want to come with us, huh?
Well, no, then Barstool reached out to us, and I said yes.
Oh, and what happened?
They just went.
Who was that?
talent.
Do we know?
It was one of the executive producers.
Them making you guys do the tight end wide receiver joke was like the chef's kiss on the whole
We're getting
thing.
there. We're getting there. I will say McPhee was casted pretty well.
Not a bad casting at all.
I thought pretty good.
Yeah.
And they were fairly, I think, loyal to the dialogue for that scene, I think. And that was the one I could kind of hear. It's amazing watching my son watch this. What's going on? All right, go ahead.
Back with Kurt and Callahan, we are here with author and investigative journalist Michelle McPhee. Michelle.
Again, just for historical accuracy's sake, we did that on remote. That was Marathon Monday. We're not in studio. If people are, because I know they want to get everything right here. That's not quite right, I don't think. And I don't know if it was just me and Jerry that day. I guess it was. Go ahead.
Michelle McPhee.
That's Jerry, right?
Aaron Hernandez was acquitted this week of double murder. He is still serving life in prison for the murder of Odin Lloyd, and you've heard a rumor that is
Wait a minute.
so
what?
juicy. I mean, I just want to get into it. It is big.
I mean, hey, let's tease away.
Please.
Michelle knows the real motive for the murder of Odin Lloyd, and let's just say Odin caught Aaron in a compromising position.
You could say that Aaron was a former tight end before he was kicked out by the Patriots.
Tight end on and off the field, Jerry.
And then he became a wide receiver.
So they're in jail there, right?
Yep,
Yes.
it goes to
Yeah.
jail, goes to the...
Goes to jail. And the guy who Hernandez early in the episode has a basketball battle with goes over to him. It's basically what I said. He's like, yeah, you're a homo. It's stronger language.
Oh, I knew you was a cocksucker.
Hernandez then does drugs and kills himself the next day. Has a scene with his dad who's dead and then kills himself, right?
finds God.
Yeah, has God. Tebow was credited, but it's not in the episode, right?
No, yeah.
I thought they'd show Tebow like just getting the news and like the mom did.
I'm pretty sure they showed Tebow at one
Oh, did
point,
they?
'cause
I didn't
he had
see
that, maybe when he was talking about the...
Before he killed himself, he put the thing
stuff
on?
under his
When
eyes.
he was having the
Flashbacks?
group
Yeah,
therapy, maybe?
Maybe. Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know, but yeah.
And God and Tebow are like, the same person. Maybe.
Well, they just credited him as God.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. So we didn't have maybe he was on there briefly, but yeah, it was crazy. And at the end, it's like they blame it all on CTE, and then the end is the worst person in the world is the girlfriend. She's an awful human being, and the ends with her like watching these kids play football, and she's like, it's fun, but it's cruel, isn't it, this game of football? She just closes the door, and that's it. Yeah, my other takeaway is, boy, oh boy, did Brady's people put the thumb on Fox on this one. There's no Brady in this at all.
Nothing. Yeah.
2 lines, maybe, like 0. But, unbelievable. What do you think, Dave?
Fantastic episode, top to bottom.
Yep.
I did love the scene with Aaron and not Baez, but the other attorney, I forget his name.
The gay guy.
Yeah, the gay guy. That was a great scene.
Yes.
I just am gay. And anyone who doesn't like it can fuck off.
It was just a great emotional scene.
And they make Hernandez out to be a retard. He's like, but you, Dad, you raped, right? Because you're
somebody like mess with you when you were a kid.
So this is Ryan Murphy, who's should go to jail for this stuff. Is basically like, we're gonna make Aaron to be this sweet, innocent. He doesn't know why he's gay. Let's have a gay guy explain it to him. It's like, no, Hernandez is a monster. Like, he shot a guy in the face when he was 17. I don't know how elevated his CTE was when he was 17 years old. The end, they have to let us know he has the most CTE of anybody who's ever lived, ever. He has the most CTE. He's a CTE champ.
In 10 years, he wouldn't be able to walk.
Right. I mean, who would even know? How would he even know that? I mean, how many 25-year-old brains do they have to compare that to?
That's definitely why they zeroed in when he was in high school playing, like in episode 2, where they were like, he's got a concussion now.
Well, every time he gets tackled, he has a concussion. This fucking thing. It's crazy.
And the scientist's reaction too at the beginning of the episode, where she slices the brain, she's like, "Oh my God,
what is this?" It's just dramatic. A disgraceful. I mean, it's very funny. I'm glad. I'm thrilled that the channel did. Boy, a disgraceful FX, right? Like, they should be ashamed of themselves.
Horrible series.
This woman Shania Jenkins is trash.
Not a lot of media coverage on the finale of Aaron Hernandez. Vulture, let's see. The episode includes a few short scenes showing the Kirk and Callahan show, whose host referred to Aaron as, quote, the next OJ, and made fun of his apparent queerness.
That's half true.
Yes. After hearing the rumor from journalist Michelle McPhee, many at the time argued whether this constituted an outing, and then they linked to the New Yorker piece. That was in Vulture.
Troublesome report. I remember that one.
Yes,
that was a big deal. Yeah.
And then the Boston Globe, this is Mark Shanahan, friend of yours, I believe, right?
Yes. That took a shot at me. I saw Mutt sent me the link.
All of these plot points show up in the series finale, with the issue of Hernandez's sexuality being particularly prominent. Indeed, the last episode seems to imply that speculation about the football player's sexuality, quote, there's a scene in which former WEI host Jerry Cowan and Kirk Minahan, parentheses, remember them.
Hurtful.
I don't love that.
Hurtful.
That Hernandez had a relationship with was so humiliating to Hernandez that he decided to end his life. So Mark Shanahan agrees that you two are to blame.
Yes, I see that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't even imply in the show that that's he gets high because he's outed and he needs to forget. And then because of the drugs, he kills himself because he finds God and is accepting death.
Right. I just sent you the contact, Dave. Let's call Shanahan. Let's see what he has to say. He's going to write this stuff. You got to back it up, right?
Oh, yeah. That's crazy, having Aaron Hernandez go into a complete state of psychosis over smoking some spice and then just drawing John 3:16 in blood on his head.
You killed him, you bastard.
Cynical.
Hello.
Hi, Mark. It's Kirk Minahan. You're live to tape on the Kirk Minahan Show at Barstool Sports. Remember me?
Oh, wow.
Call him back. Bitch back.
That's a new drop.
Jesus.
What is that?
I was got along fine with him.
Yeah, he was good last time you called him.
I hope.
This is Mark Shanahan. Leave a message. I'll call you back.
Thanks, Mark. I hope I'm famous and remember when I'm 65 years old, I'll be doing recaps of FX shows the day after for Boston.com. Right? Everything goes right. Mark Shanahan. These people, you write it, then you can't back it up. Typical Globe, this is a Linda Pizzuti produced show, by the way. This show full of lies, full of journalistic malfeasance. Call Linda. You have her number or no?
I sure do.
Call her up. Hey, he's like, what the fuck?
That sound of disgust.
Would I try to get him on? Wasn't it like a Joe Rogan thing or something?
Hello?
Good morning. You're live to tape, Linda. It's Kirk Minahan. How are you?
It would have been great if she was just like, ugh.
See, I mean, nobody answers tougher questions. This is the person who is in charge of the Boston Globe.
Yep.
She is the editor-in-chief. What's her actual title? Managing editor?
Ooh, I think it's changed.
And I'll be honest right now. I'll say it right now. All right? She wouldn't have that job if she wasn't hot. Okay? She'd go back to baking bread. That's what I think. That's what I think. Right, Jerry? Like, it's crazy. These people, they take shots. They blame you. They do this. Then you call them. You say, hey, you want to talk about it? Click, 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 click. Every single time. All right. So we're back Monday with Mike and Kane. Is that right?
Yes.
All right. We'll be plenty of stuff going on between now and then. Plenty to talk to about Monday. Boys, good to see you. Hope to see you soon. Dave, good luck with the blackjack this weekend or craps. Goodbye.